So we have shown that the Wolverine generates a fair amount of heat inside, 120 to 130 degrees around really key components, including the belt. But it survives that. We've also shown that running an adapter for 7-inch reels doesn't heat it up any more than just running a reel here and here on the Wolverine itself. I would say, though, that after running a 7-inch reel, or even after running a 4 or 5-inch reel, you might want to let it cool off just a little bit. Remember, on a 7-inch reel, you have something like, 8 times as much film as you do on one of the little 3-inch reels. So that's a lot of work right there, running those big reels. Anyway, I love the machine. I've got it all back together now. I'll hopefully put a little exhaust fan on the back of it and try to figure out how to get a nicer belt to replace that one. But in the meantime, this is going to go back to work digitizing movies for me. Here is the back of the Wolverine MovieMaker with a 40mm cooling fan installed. I also drilled 2 1-inch holes in the base. You can feel the air coming out of there. This area will actually accommodate a 50mm fan, and maybe that would have been a better idea, just being a little bit bigger, but actually if I need more, I'll just put another 40mm over here. But I think just having that one fan and those 2 big holes is going to make a big difference, because remember, this thing, when producing those 130-degree temperatures inside, had zero, I repeat that again, had zero ventilation. It was fairly easy to cut through the case to make a hole for this. I basically did a 35mm circle, and I drilled a bunch of small holes inside that and then cut between those, and then ended up using a Dremel tool to try to get it ground down to the edges of my circle semi-neatly. Anyway, it worked. Next, I need to wire this into the 12-volt system inside the Wolverine. Right now I've got it running off an external transformer. I'll also install a toggle switch so that I can shut it off when I power everything else down.